Jai Guru. Kalighat is regarded as one of the 51 Shakti Pithas of India, where the various parts of Sati's body are said to have fallen in the course of Shiva's Rudra Tandav. Kalighat represents the site where the toes of the right foot of Sati fell. It is an old temple situated in southern part of Kolkata. Master Paramhansa Yogananda writes, God is simple, everything else is complex. Do not seek absolute values in the relative world of nature. These philosophical finalities gently entered my ear as I stood silently before a temple image of Kali at Kali Ghat. The sage and I were present in Kolkata's Kali Ghat temple, where I had gone to view its famed magnificence. Vrindavan is holy city of Lord Krishna near Delhi, around 180 km east of Delhi, and it takes around 3 hours to reach this city. Master went to Vrindavan to meet Swami Keshavananda in January 1936 in his Katyayani Peeth ashram. He writes, 2 more days of the fascinating Kumbh, then northwest along the Jamna banks of Agra. Once again I gazed the Taj Mahal in memory. Jitendra stood by my side, awed by the dream in marble. Then on to the Brindavan ashram of Swami Keshavananda. My object in seeking out Keshwananda was connected with this book, that is autobiography. I had never forgotten Sri Yukteswar's request that I write the life of Lahadi Mahasaya. During my stay in India, I was taking every opportunity of contacting direct disciples and relatives of the Yoga Avatar, recording their conversations in voluminous notes. I verified facts and dates and collected photographs, old letters, and documents. My Lahadi Mahasaya portfolio began to swell. I realized with dismay that ahead of me lay arduous labors in authorship. I prayed that I might be equal to my role as biographer of the colossal Guru. Swami Keshwananda greeted our party warmly in Brindavan in his Katyani Peeth ashram, an imposing brick building with massive black pillars set in a beautiful garden. He ushered us at once into a sitting room adorned with an enlargement of Lahadi Mahasaya's picture. The Swami was approaching the age of 90, but his muscular body radiated strength and health. With long hair and a snow-white beard, eyes twinkling with joy, he was a veritable patriarchal embodiment. I informed him that I wanted to mention his name in his book on India's masters. Master Paramhansa Yogananda, along with his Guru Sri Yukteswar Giri, visited Kashmir and Shankaracharya temple located at Srinagar. He writes, we made a pilgrimage to the ancient Srinagar temple of Swami Shankara. As I gazed upon the mountain peak hermitage, standing bold against the sky, I fell into an ecstatic trance. A vision appeared of hilltop mansion in a distant land. The lofty Shankara ashram before me was transformed into the structure where years later I established the Self-Realization Fellowship headquarters in America. When I first visited Los Angeles and saw the large building on the crest of Mount Washington, I recognized it at once from my long past vision in Kashmir and elsewhere. A few days at Srinagar, then on the Gulmarg mountain paths of flower. Next place of pilgrimage, Kalibadi, Shimla. Guruji, along with his Guru Sri Yukteswar, visited Kalibadi near Mall Shimla in Himachal Pradesh. Kalibadi is an old shrine of Divine Mother established in 1823. That evening, our party of 6 in trained for the north, our first leisurely stop was at Simla, a queenly city resting on the throne of Himalayan hills. We strolled over the steep streets, admiring the magnificent views. English strawberries for sale, cried an old woman squatting in a picturesque open marketplace. Master was curious about the strange little red fruits. He bought a basketful and offered it to Kanai and myself, who were nearby. I tasted one berry but spat it hastily on the ground. Sir, what is our fruit? I could never like strawberries. My guru laughed. Oh, you will like them in America. At a dinner there, your hostess will serve them with sugar and cream. After she has mashed the berries with a fork, you will taste them and say, what delicious strawberries. Then you will remember this day in Shimla. Next place of pilgrim is Benares. Guruji writes, unknown to society in general, a great spiritual renaissance began to flow from a remote corner of Benares. Just as the fragrance of flowers cannot be suppressed, so Lahdi Mahashay, quietly living as an ideal householder, could not hide his innate glory. Slowly, from every part of India, the devotee bees sought the divine nectar of the liberated Master. Always remember that you belong to no one and no one belongs to you. Reflect that someday you will suddenly have to leave everything in this world, so make the acquaintanceship of God now. The great Guru told his disciples, prepare yourself for the coming astral journey of death by daily riding in the balloon of God perception. Through delusion, you are perceiving yourself as a bundle of flesh and bones, which is best is a nest of troubles. Meditate unceasingly that you may quickly behold yourself as the infinite essence, free from every form of misery. Cease being a prisoner of the body, using the secret key of Kriya, learn to escape into spirit. Our next pilgrim place is Haridwar. Anciently known as Gangadwar, is regarded as one of the holiest places of Hindus. Swami Keshwananji and his disciples built an ashram known as Keshav Ashram Haridwar near the bank of river Ganges. This is the first ashram of Katyayani Trust, which was built when Swami Keshwananji came down from the Himalayas. There are two main temples of significance in this ashram. Firstly, Samadhi Sthal of Sri Syamacharan Lahadi, an eminent Kriya Yogi, and secondly, temples of goddess Katyayani. Over the Samadhi Sthal stands a small Shiva temple with Shiva Linga surrounded by massive trees of Rudraksh and Banyan tree, supposedly hundreds of years old. There are meditation caves below the Shiva temple. Our next pilgrim place is Allahabad Kumbh. Guruji writes, Sir, the Kumbh Mela is convening this month at Allahabad. I showed Master the Mela dates in a Bengali almanac. Do you really want to go? Not sensing Sri Yukteswar's reluctance to have me leave him, I went on. Once you beheld the blessed sight of Babaji at an Allahabad Kumbh. Perhaps this time I shall be fortunate enough to see him. I do not think you will meet him there. My Guru then fell into silence, not wishing to obstruct my plans. When I set out for Allahabad, now known as Prayagraj, the following day with a small group, Master blessed me quietly in his usual manner. Apparently, I was remaining oblivious to implications in Sri Yukteswar's attitude because the Lord wished to spare me the experience of being forced helplessly to witness my Guru's passing. Our party reached the Kumbh Mela on January 23, 1936. The surging crowd of nearly 2 million persons was an impressive sight, even an overwhelming one. The peculiar genius of the Indian people is the reverence innate in even the lowliest peasant for the worth of the spirit and for the monks and sadhus who have forsaken worldly ties to seek a diviner anchorage. Impostors and hypocrites there are indeed, but India respects all for the sake of the few who illumine the whole land with supernal blessings. Westerners who were viewing the vast spectacle had a unique opportunity to feel the pulse of the land, the spiritual ardor to which India owes her quenchless vitality before the blows of time. So, dear ones, whenever you are visiting India, do include these places in your pilgrimage. Jai Guru,